I would be pretty much underwater where I'm standing right now, and the waves would be so big, they're crashing into these walls again. The city announced that they would be hiring a pothole czar. It's a job that pays $54,000 a year to monitor the city's potholes. If the developers transform this industrial land into a giant complex, they say there will be plenty to do. Take a look at this crowd. It is growing, I'm not kidding, it is growing by the second. The goal is to install speed limit signs, street lights, and crosswalks. It wasn't just a winning season for the Bills, it was a winning season for tailgaters too. And the hot ticket item? Josh Allen jerseys. They'll get sick as well. He says this can all be prevented by getting the flu shot. There are some things you need to know before hopping behind the wheel and hitting the road as an Uber driver. It was 2 in the morning. Antonio Gwynn was watching Facebook live streams of police activity on Bailey Avenue in Buffalo.
Well, yeah, I was actually on the couch, but yeah, I was in bed.
The 18-year-old Hutch Tech senior was struck by the amount of violence and destruction.
I felt disgusted. My nerves were bad because it's like they're destroying a city that can actually be very beautiful.
So he got up and got dressed because he says he knew he had to do something.
I went, bought some trash bags, grabbed my broom and then my dustpan, and I just started here. It was just me by myself. So I just started riding up and down Bailey to see where everything was destroyed and stuff at so I can clean it up.
Kayla Bishop organized a group to come help out. When they arrived this morning at 10, they found the majority of the mess taken care of. And Antonio, hard at work, a full 8 hours after he initially started cleaning.
To know that an 18-year-old had it in his heart to come out here at 2 in the morning and clean up, and to be honest, he kind of risked his life to do it. That's amazing.
I wanted to clean because it's like I'm always cleaning at my house, so why can't I just help the city stay clean?
It's something he says he hopes would make his late mom proud.
It's something that she would do probably, because I mainly try to be just like her or like something similar, because I don't want to be a follower all my life. I want to lead sometimes also.
A lot of people need to take insight on that and be more like Antonio.
In Buffalo, Olivia Proia, 7 Eyewitness News.
The children are running the schools. I have never seen anything like this in all my years of teaching.
3 Buffalo school teachers, 3 different grades, 3 different schools have all come forward to the 7 Eyewitness News I-Team to share a message.
And I don't feel safe anymore. And I do not want to cry every day before I go to work.
My biggest concern is I don't feel other students are safe.
The teachers, who asked their identities be concealed out of fear of retaliation, say the district's recent change in disciplinary practices, which cracks down on suspensions, has resulted in a lack of action when students act out.
I've probably written up 4 students, maybe 15 times each, with no effect at all. No consequences, nothing.
The teachers say there is also a lack of consistency.
I don't understand how one student can get suspended for fighting when another one might get a parent conference the next day.
The district took a new approach to suspension after a 2018 report by the New York Equity Coalition revealed 14% of Buffalo school students have been suspended at least once. The statewide average is 2.7%. The new disciplinary practices in Buffalo schools are separated by 4 levels. Level 1 is generally a form of verbal correction to detention. Level 2 is caregiver notification or change in schedule or class. Level 3, in-school or short-term suspension. Level 4 is the most serious, out-of-school suspension. The district's code of conduct says administrators and teachers are expected to attempt resolution through levels 1 through 3 before reaching that point. But the teachers provided the I-Team with discipline referral forms showing students who are repeatedly violent don't necessarily make it past level 1. In one case, records show after biting another student, administrators discussed boundaries and can't bite others, apologized to the other student. 2 days later, records show the same student slapped another student in the face. As a result, discussed how to be nice, gentle touch, being a friend.
They disrupt my train of thought. They disrupt the class's train of thought. You're probably losing a good 20 to 30% of class time every single day.
The teachers say the lack of firm consequences is affecting the students who want to learn the most.
I've had children cry and say they don't want to come back to class. I've had parents tell me that their children are afraid to come to school.
One student was picked on and hit in the head and hit so many times that he no longer attends school. he is being homeschooled by his mother.
Dr. Kreiner-Cash says these teachers' concerns simply aren't on his radar, despite the Buffalo Teachers Federation president Phil Ramore's teacher surveys documenting similar accounts. Ramore advocates for new suspension policies.
Those don't usually rise to my level. Those are handled through the code at the level of the classroom. So again, what we're going to do is work on the social emotional learning issues.
We're afraid, but now we're not. We need to get this across.
Olivia Proia, 7 Eyewitness News.